You're such a dork. Hey guys, like he totally planned that. I'm gonna laugh crazy when we go live. You're a dork.
Only because something was funny while you guys were watching the little intro part of it.
Hey Ginger, Anna Marie, Carl, Krista, Kelly, and Lakeshore Videos.
Lakeshore Videos.
Trish.
That's Trisha?
In South Carolina.
Oh,
I read
Trisha,
the name before I read the comment.
But I don't recognize Lakeshore Videos, so welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Awesome. Thanks for hanging out with us on a new baby.
Oh.
I'm fixed.
That's funny, Beth. Funny, but not funny.
What was I saying? I don't remember.
I don't remember
what I was saying. But thanks for hanging out with us on a Friday night. I know we keep doing this to you guys. We normally go live on Saturday at 8:30. But we are super, super busy this weekend. Like, we've got a lot of stuff that we need to do now. We'll probably wait a little bit just to tell you guys our news. Let everybody... Awesome.
Filter in.
Glad you can make it this time, Tiffany.
Yes.
And Sandra, Castillo family.
Native Turtle Designs. I love it. Carissa. Maria.
Hey, Sandra. Did I miss anybody? Donna, Beth, Mary, Jennifer. Awesome. What are you doing?
Look over there.
Okay.
I gotta fix something.
Mark's doing stuff. I can never... He messes with the system that we've got going on here. But you know what? We did remember this time.
The microphone, guys. So hopefully you can hear us really well.
Yes. If you guys were with us last weekend, we totally forgot the microphone. And if you guys did not know, if you follow my vlog channel, you know that our air is out again. And that's why we're... looking a little rough.
We have the fan on full blast, so
you might be able to hear that.
You might be able to hear that. Apologize, but
it's 81 degrees in the house. But thankfully, we have somebody coming out tomorrow to look at it and see. That's like the next step in getting it fixed. I don't think I tied my hair tight enough because I can feel it falling. So I might be messing with my hair a little bit.
Hi, Nicole.
Hey, Nicole. Totally thought you were
expecting probably.
Yeah. Nope. We will not be having any more children.
Carissa, we don't want snow and ice.
I'll take it
right
just for a couple days. It'd be nice.
Hi, Saris from Wales, UK.
Wow.
Welcome.
Hey, yeah.
We have lots of
the
Carolinas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Beth is loud and clear.
It always amazes me to see where everybody comes from. It's awesome. Hey, Cindy.
Hi, Alicia.
And Alicia. I was about to say that. Awesome.
New to your channel.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I'm excited about this month. Like, I just made on Saturdays, that's when I share my meal plan and grocery haul. So I just actually sat down and busted out the rest of April, and over half of it is Instant Pot recipes because that's what I'm doing this month. I'm sharing a lot of my Instant Pot because I want to learn how to use it more and be more comfortable. So I was really excited to make out my meal plan for the rest of April. I was like, awesome. Everything sounds so good.
Hi, Renee from Ohio, and Becky from Arkansas,
Maritza.
and Sarah Stump. I like that last name.
Oh, yeah, he does.
And Denise from Wisconsin. Maria, what's the news? We're going to kind of let a few more people trickle in, but you guys are awesome hanging out with us
Tiffany
tonight. Big number. It's awesome.
From Indiana.
Liz.
We still have the heat on. I know. That's crazy that, like, is it still snowing or is it just cold? Has the snow officially stopped? I don't know. Let me know if it's like actually still snowing in your area because that's crazy. Crazy.
Angry Cat Crafts. I love it.
Where's that one at?
At the very bottom.
Oh, okay. I see. From Florida. Hey, Brittany.
Lisa had snow today in Massachusetts, maybe, I think.
That's just crazy. That's crazy.
So, hi, Brittany.
Meanwhile, it is very yucky outside today. Like, it's gloomy. Very humid because of that, but no snow for sure. But I thought it was going to rain.
Renee Wachter says it's snowing there.
Wow.
Rainy in California. Yeah,
that's
crazy. It is. What was it today? I know it was in the 80s.
Yeah, I don't know what the high got to. I just know the inside.
I know that's 80 in the house too. It's crazy.
Oh, did somebody ask about your shirt? Guess what?
Oh yeah. Guess what? Chicken.
You guys.
Butt.
So,
you guys, I love it.
Yeah, if you don't follow Nicole Burgess in blue, you guys can see her there. She has a channel as well. And she constantly wears these really fun and neat t-shirts. And she said she got them off of Jane.com. So I went to Jane.com. My shirt isn't in yet. I was hoping. I got myself a shirt too, and I was going to wear it on the live.
But I couldn't wait.
Right. But my shirt's not in yet. But this is the one that I picked out for him because almost every single night at our dinner table, when all 4 kids, we're all eating together. Every night we always eat together at the dinner table. And some point
I pick a random
meal,
kid, like, hey, Rose, guess what?
Uh-huh.
And she looks at me in her little voice. What? Chicken butt.
Yeah, like every night he says that. So the second I saw this shirt, I knew I needed to get it for him. So, and the sizes run very true to size. So
right.
If you guys have not checked it out, and the prices are not bad. I think I paid $12 for the shirt. So I think that's pretty good.
Thanks, Amber. Hello, Amber. Live on a Friday. Yep. Live on a Friday, Lonnie.
I know. We had to, though. We're just super, super busy this weekend. So do we want to say our news?
Sure. Yet? I mean, well, a lot of people are somebody's getting snow in northeast Oklahoma.
Wow.
So you haven't missed the announcement yet.
No.
So we'll probably have to mention it a couple of times.
Probably.
Although we've got 116 people hanging out here, so that's amazing. That's an all-time high for us on a live stream. So thank you guys for hanging out. That is cool.
Yeah, Nicole loves Jane, and I had to reel myself in. I was looking online. I ordered 3 things, and I was like, okay, I need to back off.
Reel it in, girl.
Because there's so many cute things on there. So many cute things.
These are the kind of shirt, I'm not even a t-shirt and jeans kind of guy. I'm a t-shirt and shorts kind of guy. And this is the kind of stuff, and it's super soft. It's, I don't know, it just feels good.
I can't wait till mine gets in. I can't wait.
It feels good on the skin. So
yeah. Chicken butt is my granddaughter's. That's hilarious.
That is awesome.
That's so cute. That's so funny.
Yeah, Lonnie, it was in the mid 80s, 83, 84, 85 here today.
Yeah,
so.
The kids are actually still awake. I know normally we go live this late at night because we wait until the kids are in bed, but they are still awake because it's so hot upstairs. We're going to let them sleep downstairs. So since it's a Friday night.
Pearl wants to say hi. I told her she could say hi.
Yeah, we're letting them stay up a little bit later.
Come here, say hi real quick.
Where's she going? Hi. Say hi.
You want to give them the people's eyebrow?
Wait. Do you want to tell everybody our news?
Do you want to tell them what we're doing?
Moving.
Can you say it louder?
Moving.
We're moving.
Moving.
We're moving. Actually, well, yeah, we are moving, but
we are. We're selling our house.
Not until our house sells. So we gotta wait till our house sells.
So what do you guys think about that?
But we're moving 20 minutes away.
Right.
Not very far. We actually, so my parents.
Hi, Shauna.
My parents live here in the hill country, and they've had property for years, and recently we purchased the property right next to their house. So we have just under 6 acres that has just been sitting there. Actually, not just recently. Maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Has it been about 2 years, maybe? So originally the plan was we were just going to stay where we were and save and save and save. But we quickly realized that having the mortgage payment that we do, and, I have this space, I get lost into transforming the house and buying extra things that we're not saving as much as we would like to. So we're going to do something kind of crazy, but we're excited about it, and I feel like we're still young enough. The kids are young. Even though Paige is going to be turning 14, we actually had a conversation with Paige first to make sure she was okay with it.
Starting high school next year. So.
Yeah. So, and that might be another. I don't think we're going to talk about that yet.
Right. We still have a lot of things to figure out. But
right.
Carrie King, how you plan on selling a house with the bum AC?
Oh,
good point.
That's getting fixed.
We're fixed.
Yeah, we can't
Hopefully
sell
tomorrow.
the house until that's fixed.
Right.
Right.
So.
But yeah, we have our home warranty coming out tomorrow because we're pretty sure whatever broke on it is under a warranty and they'll be able to fix it. We didn't go to our home warranty first because we have had a bad experience with them in the past in fixing stuff. So, but when we got that $8,000 number, we're like, okay, let's check our home warranty. But we are actually going to sell this house, buy a fifth wheel RV. Really depends on what we fall in love with, and we're going to live out on our property while we save and then build. So I actually had a question for you guys. Now I have a vlog channel as well where we always share, our day ins and day outs and things like that. So obviously that's going to be a new part of our life, and we're going to share that on the vlog channel. But would you guys like a more put together, sit down? What are you interested in seeing in that part of either selling the house, because I'm going to have to do a lot of decluttering, and we had our realtor come out this morning and he suggested a few things that we need to actually move around the way that we have our house set up. So do you guys want me to share that? Maybe tips on moving, or just RV life in general.
Yeah.
But I wanted to put that out there to you guys, because I am not opposed to making an actual more put together video for this channel versus just my days in and days out on the vlog channel, if that makes sense. So.
Yeah. So I saw a couple of questions, a lot of congratulations and everything. So thank you guys. It's awesome.
Yeah, we're really excited. So it's going to be tough, but I think it's going to be good for us too.
So Beth asked about homesteading. Lisa asked about building a house, and then Liz asked about tiny house. So I don't know if we'd be homesteading necessarily.
No,
because we plan on building a new home,
and not a tiny house. We're building an actual,
right?
Probably, I don't know, 2,500 square feet.
Maybe depends.
It really depends.
So we bought a home from a builder. Well, a resale that a builder built,
right,
like a big production builder. So it's not as laid out as good as it could be and stuff. So you may need less space if you have a better layout and stuff.
Oh, true. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
And you're getting a lot of. So Colleen, hello. Hi, Kristen.
Hi.
So no office. That's just that. At this point, that'd be a waste of money for us to do.
Yes, and the office was immediately taken off the table as soon as our AC broke.
Right.
At least it was put on hold,
the
back
put on
burner.
hold,
But
yeah.
now, since we've decided, okay, with the house being as old as it is, this house was built in 2004. We originally did not plan on moving at all until we were ready to build the house. But it just makes sense. We've been talking about this like for weeks now. And we actually made like a pros and a cons list and all of that. We had to talk with my parents, because obviously we're going to be living in a fifth wheel. That's going to be not really invading their privacy, because they love to have us over there, but they're definitely going to be seeing more of us. We wanted to run the idea across them and all of that. So this is just what we came to, and I think it's going to be awesome.
So Kristen says, what did I miss? We're moving. We're selling the house. It's probably going to happen fairly quickly, because where we live has got
the market is
good
just
property
amazing
values
right now.
And it's really hot. So, Rhode Island Crafts, Robin, isn't an RV really expensive? Yes. A fifth wheel is a lot less expensive because you don't have the drivable part.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Hi, Kaja. And
but even fifth wheels can be really expensive. It depends on what you get. I mean, just like with the house and a car, there's low ends and there's high ends. I think we're going to be not on the low end. We're going to buy one that's our max. I don't know. We haven't really looked at RVs yet. Or I say RVs just because it's easier. Fifth wheels.
Yeah.
I mean, really
you could get a pretty decent used fifth wheel for $15,000 or less.
Right.
Which is well within our budget.
Yes, which is well within our budget for that. I found one for like $8,000, and I was like, oh, that's awesome, which will definitely make that with the sale of the house and more. So we're excited.
Yeah.
And we'll show all of that with you guys.
So Carissa says, why were you having a contractor looking at a wall in your current house?
Looking at a what?
Why were you having a contractor look at adding the office in our house if we're going to do this?
Oh.
One didn't beget the other. We've talked about moving out and having an RV or a fifth wheel or whatever in the past. We just haven't done it for whatever reason. And it just kind of circled back around, and we kind of started talking about it and kind of settled on that as the option that we want to do.
Yeah, I feel like this is just where our life is right now. Like, I mean, we've been talking about it a lot, and it just, everything seemed to fall into place, and like, I don't know, it felt like this is where we're being led. So
yeah. And Laura Case, sorry my spelling is bad. I'm in the hospital and under heavy meds.
Oh,
hope you start feeling better.
I know, that's awful.
Yeah, sorry to hear that. Trailer, yeah. So it'd be a trailer, like a fifth wheel trailer.
Yes.
Pull behind.
Mm-hmm.
Jacinia.
And on my vlog channel, like, we're going to take you guys shopping with us and show you guys what we end up getting. I mean, all of that. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm going to share as much as I can with you guys, because I think that's really interesting. I watch a few channels that they're actually going way above and beyond what we're doing. The channels that I watch actually like homeschool their kids and they travel. We're not doing that. Rose and Pearl are still going to go to kindergarten. Bryce is going to be in second grade now. We haven't decided about Paige yet. That's another thing that we've been talking about. We've been talking about with Paige, but when we make a decision, obviously my vlog channel will have all of that on there, but she may be homeschooled. It just depends on if we come to that decision, if we feel that that's going to be what's best for her at that time.
Jacinia says they're doing that too.
That's awesome.
Kaja says congrats. Lisa says, won't you be really cramped with 6 people? It'll be obviously more cramped than it is now.
It's definitely going to be downsizing, but the ones I've already been looking at RVs. Like I said, we are at Fifth Wheels. Like I said, we've been talking about this for 3 weeks now, and I found quite a few different options where it looks nice. I mean, there's plenty of room. Plus, we're going to be on almost 6 acres. We're going to have tons of room. We're going to be outside more.
We're going to be on 11 acres.
Oh, true.
Both
With
property.
my parents, next door, we have 11 acres. And, there's already a huge play set out there for the kids. If you guys have seen my parents' property, there's a pool. I feel like
cool.
the fifth wheel is really just for, one, sleeping, and two, we're not going to be living with my parents. The fifth wheel is going to be our home. We want to keep our own privacy and space and all of that, but I feel like that was a long way to say, yes, it's going to be small, but I think it's going to be fun and interesting, and so I think we'll be able to do it.
Kaja says we should watch Norp and South.
I watched them.
Okay,
and
cool.
Paige has been watching them for a while.
Yes, please. We'd love to see everything on your journey. So excited for you guys. Somebody asked how am I going to pull it? We're probably just going to, hopefully we'll be able to park it out on the property and just leave it there. Mm-hmm. But we've got, people that can help us pull it.
Right.
They
we're not
going
to buy maybe in the future we'll buy a truck, especially if we want to do vacations and stuff like that in the future. But for now, we're just going to park and live.
So Catherine Beebe, maybe? I did the RV thing, and 1 year plan of the RV turned into several years while our house was being built. I loved it, then I hated it.
Yes, we're thinking 3 years. That's our plan, 3 years. The first year, we're not going to do anything with building a house. We're going to save, because we really don't want a huge mortgage. We want to be able to pay cash for hopefully all of it. If that's not the case, at least as much as we possibly can.
Right, and to do as much of the work ourselves as we can.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond, I think the biggest thing is to dry in the house, and then you can do all the inside work yourself.
So the first year, we're not going to do anything with the house. We're going to save, live on as the least amount that we can, while clearing the property, because the property still is overgrown and big rocks, and it's just messy right now. There's no way we can even build a house on it. And then year 2, still we're going to be save, but we're going to start talking to an architect and draw up house plans and decide and compromise and figure out what's going to be best, because we want this to be even though we're fairly young. Mark is going to be 40 next year, but I'm 34. I'll be 35 next year.
Hey.
I had to say that. I have to make sure he knows he's older than me all the time.
Dude, Beth said they got one used on Craigslist for $3,000.
Wow, yeah. I've been looking on Craigslist.
What's up, Lane?
But the second year, I lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
That happens to me all the time.
And Deidre said she was excited. I remembered her name, Deidre. Right?
Oh, yes.
She's excited for our journey, so that's awesome. I think there are a lot of Dave Ramsey fans, if I remember correctly, that are in your, in your audience.
Yeah, with the sale of this home, we're going to be able to get a lot of those steps done too.
Yeah, and he says, one of his big things is sometimes you have to live like no one else, so that later on you can live like no one else. And so that's kind of this, right? We're going to do this. And one of my best friends from high school is doing the same thing right now. He's like 6 months into it. They sold their house. They moved next to his parents in my hometown, which is like 800 people. And they're 6 months into the process of living in an RV. Now they only have 2 kids, but still. And
Nicole says that Lonnie, which is her husband, and his dad did everything for their house. Super smart money-wise, but also super stressful. I feel like it's definitely going to be super stressful, but we're lucky where we still have a lot of family that lives in this area that is very crafty and hands-on, and Mark, being in the home building business, he knows a lot of people. So we're hoping, and by building it ourselves, I don't mean like we're actually going to build the entire house by ourselves. Yes, I would love to do some of the woodwork and things like that, the walls, but I just mean we're not going to go to a home builder and build a cookie cutter home. We're going to, contract out some work and do a little bit of ourselves and all of that. So
let's say hi Krista and hi Georgia.
Hey guys.
Georgia's in Missouri, trying to stay warm.
We're trying to cool off here.
So Beth and Patricia, about the second year, clearing and talk to an architect. So during the first year, we've already started clearing the land that our part of it. We'll just be able to do that more often because like your dad goes and clears some parts of the land, on the weekends every once in a while. But
Yeah.
he never, he doesn't ask me to go help, and I don't know that he's helping.
Yeah. So being there, we'll be able to be
Right.
involved more.
Yeah.
Good night.
So, good night. Dave Ramsey's a scam artist because he's worth $50 million. He's helped a lot of people.
I mean, you have to start somewhere.
Right.
Everybody's, I don't know.
Chris is remodeling our half bath. He's going to go best decision we ever made, but just know it will be hard at times. You'll look.
Oh yeah. I've read things on how the toughest thing for your marriage, or one of the toughest things,
Right.
is actually building a home together.
I'd-
And I already know Mark and I have very, very different ideas of how a home should look, and he lets. I say lets.
I don't care.
Right. He doesn't
For the
care,
most
but he would prefer it a certain way. He just lets me do whatever I want.
I prefer function over form.
Right.
Or form over function.
Right. But we'll see. Once we start getting into the actual building and I don't know, the big decisions, I'm excited to see how we deal with that. I don't really feel nervous about it. But I've read that, marriages have ended over, which I think is silly, but I'm excited.
So, hi Eden's mama, and
Hello.
Maria, we will still be vlogging,
yes.
for sure.
Still be vlogging. Mm-hmm.
To that point, I don't like colors and oil rub bronze versus chrome and nickel. I don't care. Whatever.
He's gonna let me make those decisions.
Yeah, I don't care. Now, do I like a whole bunch of knickknacks everywhere where it's hard to clean and keep track of? No, I prefer a much more streamlined, setup and everything.
Yeah.
Now, the one thing that I do want to have, that I will have input on is like electronics and stuff like that. That's my.
What do you mean electronics?
Well, are we gonna have speakers and like your parents have speakers in their living room,
right? And outside,
and stuff
on their
like that.
porch
So
and
that's the kind of
everything.
stuff that I like and you don't like. You're not a big fan of a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
So outside of it being super expensive, you'll kind of and obnoxious. You would kind of let me do whatever I wanted for within reason. So
yeah.
Yomira, how do you think wants to know what she missed? Mark, will you still work from home while living in the RV?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's not leaving jobs.
That won't change that
Right.
shouldn't change anything. Actually, it'll make it maybe a little easier, honestly.
Yeah.
Because with living in an RV, there's less to do. There's less stuff to take care of in the
There's
house.
a lot of distractions right now for him.
So, how do you think the dogs will do in the RV?
I think they'll do okay, just because our dogs are very, very lazy. All they do is lay around. But we are going to be, since we're just parking it, and it's not like we're going to be moving it a bunch and all that, we're actually going to build a little outside area for them. I'm going to get them 2 dog houses, just in case they want to go in there and spend more time outside. They might end up liking it. And we're going to build a fenced-in area just around our RV, because my parents have dogs too, and I just don't want, again, we're going to be super close to my parents for the next, 3 years before we actually move into our house. And I don't want them to feel like we're encroaching on their space. So I'm really going to try to make our own space, make our own backyard within their property while we're clearing out our property and all of that. But I really don't think that the dogs are going to have too much of an adjustment just because of how they are right now, their personalities right now.
Hi Nanalu or Nanalu. Beth's, I know it wasn't Beth, it was...
So Becky says, so was your AC going out the ultimate decision maker? No. We've been talking about, it does have a part in it. We've been talking about this for, when did I first start talking about this?
We almost did this last year. We
almost did this last year, and then it was kind of last minute type of thing where we you know what? We would have to put too much money into the house to be able to get what we were looking to get.
And in a year's time, the amount of money that we could get for the house without even doing any fixes has increased significantly.
We do not have to do anything to the house right now except for minor touch-ups and the AC. And we have a little leak in the back door that we need to fix that floor. But no, we've been talking about this for years, at least 3 years, and then 2 years ago, my parents, that property next to them went for sale, and we were like, okay. And
it's just kind of all fallen. It's been a progression.
And now it just happens to be the right time.
And the AC definitely makes the decision a little easier and stuff like that. Somebody else asked a question or made a comment.
Okay. And while you're looking for it, Kristen asked, when is all this happening? So we are hoping Well, we're pretty sure the house is going to be on the market by the end of this month.
Yeah.
And then just depending on how fast it sells, our neighborhood has been selling within 45 days of houses being on the market.
And average closing is another 45 days.
Right. So we're hoping, and we don't want to move before school is out. Obviously, we want the kids to, finish out school, and it's so close. What, like 8 weeks?
Something like that, yeah.
Something like eight-ish
First
weeks.
week in June is the last week.
Right. So
we're already there.
We're trying to plan it to where we do not move until the kids are out of school. So hopefully it'll be early June, and then Mark's going to have to live in a fifth wheel by himself for a week with the kids while I'm at the beach.
I told her.
He was laughing at me. He's like, you have to cancel your trip.
I know Nicole's in here and Amber's in here. I haven't seen Kira or Madison yet, but I was like, yeah, you have to cancel your trip.
I was like, no way, it's already paid for.
So Robin, Rhode Island Crafts, says, I think you guys are in better shape because y'all are together all day and work together. Other couples aren't used to working together.
Right.
That's true.
I totally see that. Yeah, we are together a lot.
Yeah,
so
I totally married my best friend, and
Yeah.
I hope she feels that way too.
Oh, I totally feel that way.
So yeah, it'll be tough. Like we're not coming at this with completely rose-colored glasses.
No.
It's gonna be tough, and there's gonna be times where kids just go outside and go play, and but I think it's gonna be good all around. Are y'all at least taking the newly repaired dryer? Probably not.
No, actually.
It may stay here if that's a selling feature or a negotiating feature.
Or we'll sell it. Because,
or we'll sell it,
yeah. Because either we will use my parents' washer and dryer, which we're going to work out. We'll pay them whatever we need to because we'll be using their electricity and water for our hookups and all of that. And I'll be using their washer and dryer unless... It all depends on what kind of fifth wheel we get. They do have some with washer and dryers in them. It just depends on if that's going to fit in our budget. Because I'd really like to get the most amount of space for our budget for a fifth wheel. And if that means no washer and dryer, that's kind of all the things that we had to talk with my parents about. Just to make sure, like I said, we did a pros and a cons list. And we told them everything. And they're totally on board. At least I hope. They said they're on board. So
Nicole just punched me.
That's what you get. I punched him in the shoulder when he told me that I couldn't go on my beach trip. I was like, whatever.
Foxily? I'm kidding.
Yeah,
it'll be fine. It'll be the middle of summer. We'll be in the pool all day, every day.
Yeah,
the kids will be sunburned. They'll be burnt to a crisp when you get back.
It's the perfect time for me to leave because there's plenty to keep them occupied.
Right.
So Ginger says, hope this question isn't too nosy. Moving 20 minutes away have to do with Paige being homeschooled. It's not that at all. That's actually just something else completely. Paige has been homeschooled before. I don't know if we've mentioned that. If we have, it's probably very, very rare. But she was homeschooled for 2 years before, and this year she's just not feeling comfortable in the school setting, and she's done, I don't know how much research, but she's been sending me links, and she's brought it up a few times, and we're not making any decisions until we officially move, we get the fifth wheel, we have all summer to think about it, but that is
let her look at the school, the new high school she would be going to. Yes. So we would change districts. It's far enough away where it's a different school district.
It is a different school district.
So we'll see about that. Foxily, any changes to the channel?
There might be some, just because we're going to be in a different setting. I mean, obviously my background for my videos is going to be very, very different. I'll either be in the RV or the fifth wheel, or my parents. I might use their house while they're at work, that kind of thing. But as far as video-wise, I'm always looking to grow, and not for myself, but for you guys. So there might be a couple changes. Just I might show, instead of organizing a part of my house, it might be more of a fifth wheel related, or the trials and errors that we go through with the home building aspect when we get to that point. So yes, I mean, no matter what, any big life change is going to change your work and all of that. But hopefully you guys enjoy it as much as we are.
Right.
So. But that's why I asked earlier. I don't know if you were on earlier, but I asked if there's anything that specifically you would want to see about this. I could totally figure out a way to film that and share it with you guys, other than just a raw vlog of it. Hey, Jackie.
Lakeshore Videos had to go. Goodbye.
What price range have you seen? I've seen anything. Actually, I've seen ridiculous amounts, triple digits. It's crazy. Just with houses. But our range is no more than $15,000. But I saw one that looked big enough. Now, this was on Craigslist, so this is just me looking online. We haven't actually gone anywhere and looked at them in real life, so to say. I saw one for $8,000, so it just depends. We'll see what we can find.
Catherine says, if you get a triple slide out fifth wheel,
that.
a lot more space, but please be careful. Cautious on water leaks.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And there have been a couple comments about would you guys leave it alone as is, or would you do things to it?
No, we're going to change it
We're gonna
because
make some changes.
we want it to feel like a home since we're going to be living it for so long. So that's going to coincide with our budget and what we can find and how easy the changes are going to be. Because like I said, our main goal is to save as much as possible, but we don't want to just live in a rundown fifth wheel. You know what I mean? We're a family of 6. We've got 2 dogs. We're going to have 1 cat.
Mm-hmm.
So I want it to be very homey, and I might, do some painting and organizing and maybe replacing the couch. It just all depends on what kind of fifth wheel we get. But those are the kinds of videos that I could easily do, like I would do here in our house. Like when I did this is the office space before, this is the office space now, I would do those kinds of videos.
So Ginger says just vlog it all. We will love it.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be on the vlog channel for sure.
Carrie says storing furniture and stuff or just downsizing. We'll sell some stuff.
Right.
We'll store some stuff.
Yeah, there's some pieces that are just old
Right.
and run down and we're just going to get rid of, but we will be having a storage unit and keeping a lot of the pieces that I know I'm in love with and that we're going to want in our new home.
Hi Cornelia.
Cornelia.
How do the kids feel about moving? Eden's mama.
They love it. We talked to Paige first because she was the oldest and we thought she might have the biggest impact of this decision. So we talked to her first. And then we talked to the 3 younger ones together, and the girls they love it. The only thing that came up was Bryce had a little breakdown because he thought that we were leaving like right now, like that he was going to have to leave his friends and his teacher. And we explained to him like, no, you're finishing the school year. You have, you'll still play with your friends. I mean, I have all of their numbers. It'll just be a little bit harder. We won't be in this neighborhood. But there's lots of little kids in the neighborhood that my parents live in. So I explain that to him.
And he'll make friends in school.
And right.
Like, they have your parents have a pool, so come over and swim and hang out and stuff. So, Krista says, yeah. So we'll do some renovations. That's been a popular comment question. Krista's saying I missed it. Paige is going to be homeschooled.
Yeah, like Sarah, I would love to see how you organize a small space. Yeah, I could definitely show that because I've already been like looking up all sorts of stuff and like how to fit a large family into a fifth wheel. And there's a lot of information out there on the internet, so I'm really excited. And
I know I'm following a couple of like tiny house people and homesteading people right now. And then Krista says, I missed it. Paige is going to be homeschooled. Possibly.
That's on the table, but we have not made any solid decisions yet.
Right. So,
I think I started a little bit when I said that.
Right. And I like building stuff and working on stuff with my hands. I don't get to do it a lot because, I don't know, just time and everything. But I feel like when we're out there, it'll necessitate doing some stuff. So, for ourselves. So it'll be good.
That's why like this week we've had a couple different meetings with people. Mark and I have been hashing out things. We made a pros and cons list. We finally talked to my parents tonight over dinner. And so that's why this weekend is going to be so busy because now that we kind of have talked to everybody and this is happening, now I have to try to get the house in order as quick as possible so we can get it on the market. So I'm going to be deciding on what I want to keep. That's going to be hard with like the little things. The furniture is really easy. I feel like we went through the house fairly quickly and made like a split decision. Yes, we're keeping that. No, we're not keeping that. But it's the little things that I need to go through and make a decision on. Because I don't necessarily, just because we're building a new house doesn't mean we want all new things. Like that really makes the price jack up. I want to keep a lot of the things that we have that we love. But I do have a lot of, like Mark calls them knickknacks and what else do you call it? There was another word. Not junk, but I don't know.
Trash?
Things that you have to dust. So I'm going to be very, very picky with myself and going through and doing on that. But that's going to be hard for me, like really hard.
Amber M says, how to store DT hauls in small spaces.
Oh, I know. Actually, that's one thing that will change on my channel. I won't be doing large, grand hauls anymore. My hauls will definitely... I mean, I feel like I'll still go out shopping every now and then, but it's going to be for a purpose. Because I won't have the space for it. Unless I just fall in love with something, we will have a storage unit, but I need to really know that I want that thing, So I think overall that's going to be awesome too, because I don't have this this bigger home to decorate, and I don't feel like I need to change things and like seasonally and things like that. So that's going to be another saver option for us.
So Krista, hello Krista. I don't think I've seen Krista on a live before. And then Mary says 1 cat.
Oh yes, yeah. So Streets, we were just fostering Streets, and he will be going to his forever home in about 2 weeks or so.
Right.
So we knew that we were never having Streets forever, and the fact that we've tried several times, weeks now, to get him okay with the dogs, and he needs to be with a family that does not have dogs. And the fact that we're going to an RV and all of that, so he's finally gonna. It's gonna be sad though, because he's such a sweet cat, but it'll be better for him health-wise too, to not have that stress of the dogs, because he scratches himself now that he knows that the dogs are in the house, and he has these. I have to keep an eye on them. He has these cuts from himself, like self-inflicted wounds. So it's really sad.
Sherry Stone says we should watch Out of Goshen. They have a lot of ideas and ways to get a large family in an RV.
Ooh, I'll have to write that down.
Out of Goshen.
Out of Goshen. Okay, I see it.
Trinkets. Megan says trinkets instead of trash.
Maybe you did say that, trinkets.
Maybe.
I don't
Kim,
remember.
how soon will you be moving? It'll be this. It should be this summer.
Hopefully June. In June.
Yeah.
Right.
What about the IKEA island in the kitchen?
That's one thing that I'm hoping we can take into the fifth wheel, because it's really nice, especially because it's on wheels. I'll have that, whether it become like an arts and crafts storage or like puzzles and games or something. But storage wise, we don't have any answers to that, because we don't know what fifth wheel we're getting. So it all depends on what fifth wheel. But we are going to have a storage unit, and we're going to keep all of the items that we want to keep, and then it just depends on our fifth wheel on if they're going to go in the fifth wheel or not.
Right.
That makes sense, right?
Amber, this is so exciting, but I must admit I love your home now, and we love it too.
Oh yeah. It's just, we knew, and we've been in here for 8 years. We've been in this house for 8 years, and we knew that we weren't going to be here forever, because we have that property and we want to build and all of that. And our original plan was to stay in this house while we saved, but it just makes more sense for us, especially when the kids are still young. Like I said, Paige is not young, but she's on the opposite end. She's old enough to understand and realize why we're doing this, and she's on board. But I feel like now is the perfect time before the girls start school, so we're not switching schools or anything like that in 5 years or however long, for 3 to 5 years, when the home is completely built and they're in their school system and all of that. So I just feel like, I don't know, this summer just felt like the perfect timing for us.
Lane says, would Paige have to share a room?
Not in our house that we're building, but
in the RV.
But in the RV, yes.
Probably.
Yeah.
Just share a space.
Mm-hmm.
So, Yvette says we did a studio apartment for a year as a family of 4, 1 closet. Absolutely hated it, but looking back on it, so
yeah.
It's not going to be all fun all the time, but even being in this house is not all fun all the time for everyone. You can't please all the people all the time.
Yeah,
so,
right.
But we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
It should be. I think it'll be good, because we will be together. Like, we'll be able. I mean, we could play games now, but since we're gonna be there, we're gonna. It's just gonna kind of.
I think it'll happen more often than it does now.
Right. To play games and to read books together and to do stuff like that. Because there's so many distractions, here at the house. There's toys and there's video games.
And there's lots of space where we can all
spread out and go our own place. So it'll just be naturally, organically happen for us that way. So and also getting out, and there's health benefits to be had for living on property and walking, and not that we couldn't do that here, but it's just we're gonna want to get out of the RV,
right,
and go on a walk or jump in the pool.
Yeah, we're able to make a lot of excuses here, I feel like.
Right.
And we'll have less of that in a fifth wheel.
Tiny Notes from Home is a good channel. They live in a shed type home.
Interesting.
So, and somebody asked
if anybody wants to move, we're selling our house.
Right. Yeah, somebody asked earlier, who do I watch? Watching Tiny House Prepper and Big Family Homestead, for more than just this reason, for other reasons too. But that's who I'm watching now. I know you're watching a few people, but I'll start watching more people. That's kind of the way my YouTube feed works. I'll add people.
Yeah, but we're not homesteading.
Right, we're not.
I mean, when you think of the word homesteading, you think of, living off of your land. That's not what I'm still going to HEB. I'm getting my groceries from HEB. Now, when we build our house, I'll have a garden. Hopefully, if my thumbs allow it, if I can keep things alive.
Yeah.
But other than that, no. I still like to shop, and I'll still be sharing that.
I grew up on 13 acres
Mm-hmm.
with a creek, and I lived not next to my grandparents, but with my grandparents and my mom and my uncle for a long time. And then I had a brother when I was 10, and then a stepfather later. And then we eventually, my mom, stepfather, brother, and I all moved across the creek and got a mobile home and lived there until I graduated high school and went to college and stuff. And it was awesome. Like, I wouldn't trade it for anything. It was great seeing my grandparents every day of my life, and it was really cool. So hopefully the kids have a similar experience in doing this.
Yeah, the next time we go out to my parents' house, I'll definitely vlog a little bit more. Now that we've come to this decision and we've let you guys know, I'll definitely vlog a little bit more of the property that we're going to be building on, even though it's it's still very, very overgrown. You really can't see a lot of it. This is when I wish we had like a drone so we could show like what it looks like, but we could show you guys like my parents' property.
Get a drone then.
Those are expensive. Yeah, you should save for that.
You can Craigslist it.
Yeah, true. But where we're going to have the RV and all of that.
Living big in a tiny house, they are my favorite. Cool. I think I missed it. Are you looking into homeschooling everyone or just Paige? Just Paige. Just Paige.
No.
Rebecca, hi. Just seen you were live. Awesome.
Hey, Rebecca.
Yeah, so if you guys haven't already, everybody here is presumably a subscriber. Hit the notification bell. That way you make sure you don't miss any videos, because I follow YouTube news. I'm not everybody's nerdy like that and does, but YouTube has gotten to a little bit of hot water in the last few weeks that even if you're subscribed to a channel, they may not send you their videos because you're just subscribed.
Yes.
You don't actually watch that much. And so YouTube says, well, we know better than you, so we're not going to send you everything.
Right.
So if you hit the notification bell, that increases your chances, but doesn't guarantee that you get notified on every video or every live. Because I'm subscribed to a few people, YouTube educators, and I have the notification bell clicked on all of them, and I don't find out that they're live until it's too late.
Yeah.
So I would love to live in a camper or a tiny apartment while saved to be able to. We only have about 3 months of good weather. Yeah, that we have great weather here.
Yes.
Winters are very mild.
Yeah, sometimes the summers get really, really hot.
Summers get hot.
But overall, it's like a constant theme to the weather. It's nice.
Kristen, are you guys planning to do Fridays? I assume live? No, not necessarily.
I mean, every now and then we may. It's just we're so busy this weekend. We've just got a lot of things we're doing. I'm actually
what are we doing? You're going on a hike.
I'm hiking in the morning. What?
Bryce and I are going to go get haircuts. Check this out, guys.
Oh my god.
Check
and having no AC does not help with that. There's so much hair. And Bryce's looks exactly like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's so long.
Yep.
So. And I always feel like Fridays are better than Saturdays. Just because, especially for us, because, it's school night and all of that. So
Fridays are better?
Going live than Sundays.
Oh, than Sundays?
Yeah.
But not better than Saturday.
No.
Oh.
I said because we can't go live on Saturday. We had the option of Friday or Sunday. So I thought Friday was better.
See, I like Ginger's idea. I set an alarm for your live so I didn't miss it. That's a good tip.
Awesome.
Good tip.
That's funny.
Vanessa, did you get the package I sent you from Lisa Theus?
I
don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't think so. I went to the P.O. Box today. I actually sent a ton of packages today, but I didn't get anything.
What did you send out today?
I sent out the Dollar Tree giveaway winners finally. Way to call me out. Jeez. I meant to do that earlier in the week and I didn't.
Well, you're
because we were talking about all this stuff and we had it on our mind.
And you were waiting to try to send them all out at one time.
Right. I was waiting on a couple of addresses.
Yeah. Carissa, is the possible change with Paige? It would definitely be a new school district.
But that's not why.
But that's not why. We've homeschooled her in the past. And
we're going to go look at the new school. If she does continue to go to a public school, we're going to go look at that school, have her look at it. This is just something that...
And I would say homeschooling is not for every child.
No. I don't feel like Bryce or Pearl would do good in a homeschool setting.
And Paige is very artistic. Like, she's got a cousin. You have a cousin, right? Who's, writes her own book. She's she plays music. She does artwork. Paige is very much in that vein. She's very creative and very artistic, and frankly, the schools don't really cater to that very much. And so homeschooling gives her a better chance of working on that stuff. Now in Texas is one of the most lenient states on what you have to, like the records you have to keep and everything. So we have to teach a minimum amount of stuff for her, but she can spend a lot of time that she wouldn't be able to spend otherwise working on.
And with her age, I mean, she's almost to where she can get her first job. She's going to be getting her learner's permit soon, so I just feel like this is definitely, hey Kira, this is definitely the time to really make that decision, because I told her when she first started talking about this a few weeks ago, it happened to be around the same time we were talking about moving, but she didn't know that we were talking about moving. Wait, I lost my train of thought.
Paige homeschool and stuff.
I don't remember.
That happens a lot, guys.
It does happen.
Hi, Kira.
What was I saying?
I don't know. That's why I love you.
Thanks.
So, that's the big announcement. See you guys later.
Whatever. Gosh, I cannot believe I just lost my train of thought. Like, seriously, it just went...
I can.
Okay, I was saying that... Oh, with her age. Okay, so I told her that if we did homeschool her, it was not going to be hey, we're going to homeschool you for ninth grade, and then you're going to go, you change your mind. Oh, I don't like homeschooling, and you're going to go back to school. No. I told her this was either you're all in or you're going to public school. There's no in and out and all of that. Because of the way that our school systems are set up, they're called pathways. So Paige is required to do a certain number of classes and specific classes in each grade to graduate. So if we decide that she's going to be homeschooled, and then next year or 2 years from now she's like, you know what, I don't like this, I don't want to go to public school, that's not possible. She'll have to basically be held back 2 years. She'll have to start in ninth grade. So this is definitely going to take a lot of talking and together, and maybe another pros and cons list. I love pros and cons lists. I love lists in general. That's why I have so many notebooks. But really just hopefully we end up with the right decision for what's best for her and her education and her becoming a responsible adult and all of that good stuff. Okay, that's what I was going to say.
Cool.
I found it.
I wasn't listening to you. I was giving Pearl
I know you were.
We love homeschooling our teens, and it allows them to really find their thing.
I feel like the teenage years are the best opportunity to homeschool. Like, because for public school, especially for the girls, going into kindergarten, that's fun. That introduces school, which you could do at home, homeschooling also, but because of the personalities of our younger children, I feel like public school is just the best for them because they love being around a lot of people, whereas Paige is definitely more like she likes to be by herself or around a small group of people. So there's a lot of differences. Every child is different. Everybody knows that.
Carissa says, good thinking because high school life can be so horrible.
It can be.
It can be. Lisa, maybe you'll receive it in a few days. Thumbs up, Mark, for getting the last name right.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for sure. I'm going again on Monday, so I'll definitely keep an eye out.
My last name is crazy. I grew up my entire life with anybody that ever tried it the first time, completely butchered it. I'm in and out here. Lonnie says, you look like you've lost some weight.
Oh my gosh, that's so nice, but no. But that is so
but
nice.
Not true.
It's not true. I've actually gained weight.
Kidding.
Like, I've seriously gained weight, so hence I'm going on a hike with my mother tomorrow. I'm going to die.
Jennifer Garmany, Danny and Tina and Phyllis family of homeschool Ashland. Yep.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I should. Okay, we talked to them on and off. Well, Mark has a thing with Danny, don't you?
I did. I got to talk to Danny
you
the other
got
day.
to talk to Danny on the phone. Yes.
It was cool.
So I forgot about that. I'm gonna have to reach out and see how they made that transition and all of that. What are they doing in there?
It's just Pearl. Madison!
It's just Pearl. Hey!
It's the Madison Bivens.
Pearl, what are you doing?
I love the way you guys always put your kids first. It's so nice to see.
Thanks.
Thank you. They don't really give us a choice.
Did you break something?
What'd you do? Bye. No.
She didn't answer my question, though.
That's all right. She's fine. Lonnie said, I love the way you guys always put your kids first. It's so nice to see. So they don't really give us a choice a lot of times, honestly. But
when it comes to the important decisions, yes. Like when Mark and I first
I was thinking
came to the decision that, okay, we really do want to move. Now is the perfect time.
Right. I was talking about Pearl and Bryce always interrupting us and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I meant.
But yeah, we made sure we talked down with Paige first and the kids, and then we moved along. I mean, because it's not just Mark and I, it's the kids. So it's going to affect their life also. So we need to get their input. No matter how young they are, we need to let them know and feel them out. Let us know what they're thinking and all of that.
Kaja said I go to an Ivy League university. Which university do you go to? I don't think you've ever told us that.
And there are people here who are homeschooled. Yeah, there's. I mean, just because you're homeschooled, I feel like that's definitely in the back of some people's minds. They don't understand it, but just because Paige is being homeschooled, she's still going to be able to go to college and do whatever she wants. Just like if she were to graduate a high school, a public school.
Hi, Melissa. On the road, missing live.
Hey.
Sorry to hear that, but you're here though, so I don't understand. Anyway.
Thank you, Lonnie. Maybe it's because my hair's up and I'm all sweaty.
Right. I mean, we've lost weight because we've sweat so much.
Maybe I have lost weight. I don't know. I haven't weighed myself. But the last time I checked, I had gained.
So, I think everybody is smart in different ways, right? Everybody has, like, their gift or something that they're really good at. And so, like, Paige can draw. I can't draw a circle properly.
No, you guys.
Can't draw a straight line.
I could show you some right now that he drew for me. It's awful.
It is awful. But
so awful.
So everybody's good at something. So she can draw, she can write, she can play music. She's musically talented.
She is.
So I would University of Pennsylvania. Oh, wow, yeah. That's good college.
Yeah, awesome.
So she's really good at certain things, and I would put her up against a lot of kids, but if you had her in a math contest with a kid that's really good at math, she's going to get blown away because she hates
Scott,
math.
Thank you.
So, Scott,
yeah,
like
but I don't know if it's because she has that artistic, side of her brain and all that, but she's not super outgoing. She's very quiet. I'm surprised. Like every time she does a video for my channel, I get tons of comments like, "Oh my gosh, you should do more videos," and it's so funny. Like I feel like when she's in front of the camera, and I guess that's me also. I'm very quiet. I definitely have a shy personality, but being in front of the camera definitely changes that, and I think it does that for her too.
Yeah, and then Linda. Hi, Linda. What's something else I was gonna?
Okay, I see it. Hey, Linda.
What's something else I was gonna comment? Oh, I was gonna say Paige is like the. To me, I mean, she didn't be like this all the time, but she's like the brooding artist.
Yeah.
Like she just wants to be left alone sometimes and just let me draw, let me write, let me just listen to music. And I can get like that too sometimes. Not that I'm an artist, but,
Yeah.
I write.
And I'm hoping that, like being closer together in the fifth wheel and having all that space for her to get out, she'll be getting a little bit of both of what she needs. Like she'll have the space to go out, and with us being the property that we have is up high, so really like in the morning, beautiful, gorgeous views, sunset. Maybe that'll help her artistic side, and then with us being so close, maybe that will bring her. Because I don't know, I don't want to blame it on her teen years, but she's definitely not as close to us as she was, 1.5 years ago, for sure. Right. She's definitely behind her door more in her room, and this way maybe we can get a little bit more of that family time back.
Part of that's her age, but part of that is just it's also her siblings, are very time intensive, and they're Bryce and Pearl for sure are not shy about like, get out of my way, Paige. I want mommy and daddy time. So so it takes some time. Every once in a while, how long it takes for you to get your shirts in. My niece is like that too.
Okay. Our beach shirts that we ordered. I feel like Jane does take a little bit. Like I ordered.
Takes a few weeks.
Maybe
2 weeks.
Maybe 2 weeks. Yeah, because I ordered his shirt first. When Nicole was just talking about Jane, and it just came in yesterday.
Jeez.
What?
You like knocked my arm off.
Really?
I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh, you whiny baby. Right? Yesterday? Did it come in the mail yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, it came in the mail yesterday, or maybe the day before.
Yes, yesterday because I put it on today.
Oh, okay. That's
to wear.
Yeah. So I would say about 2 weeks, and I'm still waiting on mine.
Nicole's trying to multitask.
I try to do that too. I cannot.
Literally, guys, real talk here. Like, you literally can't multitask.
No.
Like, the human brain is not designed for that.
It's hard.
It's designed for focus and
one
concentration.
or the other thing is gonna suffer.
Melissa H. Need folks with trades, skills, i.e. electricians, etc.
And that's what's good about Mark's what he works in, the business that he's in is home building. So he knows a lot of people.
I got friends in high places.
Yeah, and my brother actually went to electrician school. Is that how you call it? Electrician
Yep.
school.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got a little bit of those skills. And my dad, my grandfather, I have a lot of handy men in my life. I'm so blessed. Lots of handy people to help out. So
Right.
I feel like, I don't know.
So
I'm excited. I'm nervous, but I'm excited.
There will be, and I hope to get you and Paige and Bryce and the girls, everybody to pitch in and help out on what they can.
Yeah.
And I think it'll be really good. I saw something the other day on Facebook, like, it's one of those memes or whatever. It's like, teach your kids, that it's okay to build awesome, cool stuff with your hands. And so, like, when I was Paige's age, I was building stuff. I was using blowtorches.
Running around with a machete.
I was running around the woods with a machete.
He tells me that all the time.
Chopping stuff, getting out of my way, running. So, so it's going to be cool. I'm writing a paper right now, but I will admit I haven't written much. And you're right, girl.
It's because she's trying to multitask. That's what she's saying, because multitask,
right.
Yeah.
I ordered my autism awareness shirt off of Jane.
No,
Thanks, Nicole.
Jane,
Sweet.
they have so many cute things. Yes, Anna Marie, they do have plus sizes.
I don't know about that. This is a 2X.
Yeah, Mark's wearing a 2X, and it's long.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sure on the sizes, so I wanted to err on the bigger side than the smaller side.
When you said it was long, I'm like immediately reminded of like Sir Mix-a-Lot. It's long. No, sure.
Oh my gosh! Please stop that.
That's like the one song. Like everybody knows the words.
Yeah.
To Baby Got Back.
Yeah.
Everybody. Even Bryce.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. He doesn't know that. I have laundry to fold, but I can't get up off the couch and stop watching. You can fold it while you're watching.
That's what I do.
Like you can multitask that way a little bit, but
although you can't, like, that's the one thing about lives. I cannot do anything else when I'm watching a live because I want to be there, like to chat and all of that. I want to be involved, and so it is definitely harder to multitask on this when you're doing this.
Oh, Ashley, you don't have to rewatch.
We're moving.
We're moving. The quick version is we're selling the house we should be out of the house, give or take, within the next 90 days.
Right, yeah.
Mid-June.
90 days. That's
and
crazy.
We're going to buy a fifth wheel and hopefully park it out at her parents' place. They have 5 acres that they have their house on, and they bought an additional 6 acres next to them for us to build a home. And so we're trying to accelerate that process by doing this. So.
Yeah.
Causes a multitasker and that's what I am. I don't multitask as much because I've learned that you can't.
Yeah,
but I'm definitely a procrastinator.
Yes,
it's bad.
I am too.
Such a cool experience.
My dad built our house when I was Bryce's age. Yeah, and I'm hoping, like, obviously we can't build it entirely ourselves, but I'm hoping that we can all be involved in some aspect. So I'm excited. Like I already told the kids, when we do build, they can pick the color in their room. Like they'll be able to not design their room, like the size of it, where their closet, like the architect type of those.
Wow,
but they can help do the, what's it called? The little things.
Decorating?
No. I don't know.
Was it planned or... so Kaja, sewage and clean water. So her parents have a septic tank, so we'll either, if we can trench over to there and let gravity do its thing, or we'll have to buy a tank, to empty in from the RV and then take that over to the septic tank and pour it in there. Your dad actually was trenching water for the bees. And so now he's already got that trench. He just has to trench a little bit further. So it's like these things are kind of all falling in place.
Yeah, they had no idea that we were
interesting.
Planning on this until we talked to them today, and he had already done that. And I was like, what?
And then electric is just a matter of, I say just a matter of, it's adding additional electricity to their house, and then which they're pulling from the transformer. So adding it to there and then running it over to the RV. Well, congratulations. We were hoping to list our house in the next couple months.
Good luck.
Good luck, yeah.
Are you going to build a 5-bedroom or stick with 4? We don't know yet. I have lots of different ideas. I'm sure Mark has different ideas, but we're trying not to think about actual building the house for another year. Because we want to be like in save mode right now. And then, I don't know, maybe we should talk about it a little bit just to kind of get an idea for save mode to help us save more, what we need. But we really haven't talked about what we'd like our house to look like at all yet.
Right. You're saving some floor plans.
Things,
I have ideas.
On Pinterest, of course, but we haven't he and I together have not sat down and talked about how we would like our house to look.
Right.
So, but I don't know, like, do we want 5 bedrooms? I feel like that's a little much with, Paige only has 4 years left if she is, like leaves the nest early, at 18, whenever she's done, with homeschooling, she may finish earlier than public school. So at that point, if she was ready and financially able, she could leave, at 17, 18 years old, she could leave. So I don't know yet about how many buildings, rooms.
And some of it will depend on budget. I mean,
right.
What we can do, what we can't do. Hopefully, I mean, we now know, and I don't want to say it here, but we know what your parents spent on their house, and that was, 10 years ago, so it's more expensive now. But, like, there's some things that we just can't do. Like, we can't pour a slab. That's for professionals. And we could frame a house. I mean, I feel like we could frame a house, but in order to get it done faster...
Yeah, it's really going to depend on, one, how much something costs versus the time that it would take us to do it.
Right.
So we're going to have to figure all that out.
If we can get the house... hold on.
Yeah,
so
true.
Karen is on here, and Sherry, what missed the big news, selling our house, moving into a fifth wheel at her parents' property, and hoping to build our own house. Extra bedroom can always be converted.
Yeah.
True.
And we're definitely going to have an office that could also be converted into a bedroom. So, I don't know.
Right. So we'll have options.
Yeah. I think it's easier to save with an end goal in mind. That's true.
Kaji, absolutely.
So we may have to just get a rough idea of what we're looking at.
So if we could pay to get the house dried in, which means slab, frame, roof, and then the windows and sides done. That way, it's the exterior of the house.
We
the
could
drywall
do
and electricity and insulation. That's all that. It's not easy, but it's easier
for us,
and it takes a less professional hand to do it.
Yeah.
So we could do that stuff, and we could theoretically live in, like we talked about, we could live in the house at that point.
Yeah.
We just would be without some of the, creature comforts.
Right.
Air and AC.
Right. Depending on what time of year it is, for sure.
Craft room, maybe. So you could convert it.
Yeah.
And there's never anything wrong with having more bedrooms than you need.
I'm just thinking,
from a sales standpoint.
Right, but we're not planning on selling. Like, this is going to be our forever home. That's what I was saying earlier. I just never got to it. Was that, yes, we're younger to be thinking about our forever home, but if we're going to spend the amount of money we're thinking of spending on our home, we want it to be the home. We want it to be exactly what we want.
And your parents have told us tonight, like, you guys can't sell that house. Like, we don't want strangers living next to us.
Yeah, they're like, you're going to be living there forever.
But I think, so Linda says studio. The idea, I think, we'd want to have an office, just like we were going to do, right over here.
Right.
Where we could shoot videos, film videos.
And at least 3 bedrooms, possibly a 4th. It just depends. Because the girls, I mean, they can share a room. And then, if Paige leaves, when Paige leaves, then Rose and Pearl will be able to separate and have their own room. I don't want to have more than what we want, is what I'm getting at. So.
Kim Lee, blessings on your new journey. Thank you. And we will definitely take you guys along on the vlog for sure.
On the vlog. I'm just not sure about what I should share on this channel and how much and what would be interesting and all of that, because we'll be sharing our day-to-days on the vlog channel, and I don't want to feel like I'm doing too much of the same. Because the channels are very different. But maybe some
specific stuff related to fixing up the RV.
Yeah, like what I do
storage,
here. Yeah, organization.
Or building something.
Yeah.
Changes.
Things like that. So.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
So, you guys will be along with us. And, obviously when we start building our house, whether that's as soon as we want or it's an extra 6 months or an extra year, hopefully it's not, that's going to be part of the channel also.
Yeah. Yep.
So, yep.
Yeah.
So, but it's going to be, I'm excited. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I feel like we've been talking about this for so long that now that we have finally said we're doing it. We've come to a decision. We're doing it. We've told everybody that we need to. Now it just feels good. Like, I feel like I've got space in my brain for something else now. Right. Just because we've gone back and forth on this a year before
Right.
the land was for sale next to my parents. Like, we were talking about this before it went for sale, traveling and RVing. But then my parents bought that property for us for in the future. And then we started talking about, okay, well, when can we move? When can we do this and this and this? And now it all feels like it's come into place and it's time. And
Kristen,
I'm excited to share it with you guys.
If you hate RV life, will you just rent a place in the meantime?
No, that's not going to be an option.
That's not going to be an option.
Because we won't be able to save as much.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how we came to this decision. Yes, we could sell this house, save a lot of what we get from the sale of this house, because it's obviously the time is now in our neighborhood to sell. It's obvious it's going to be worth a lot more than what we paid for it 8 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But we wouldn't be able to save as much if we went and rented, because the time is to sell. Like, prices are kind of crazy to even rent. So living in the fifth wheel is just yes, it's going to be hard at times, and we're definitely going to be a lot closer. We don't have all this space. Excuse me. But the end goal, we'll be able to meet that a lot faster doing it that way. So, and that's the main goal for us, is to have our own built property that we put our, money and sweat and tears and family and all of that into. So,
bye, Scott. Gotta go to bed.
Bye.
The actual build could be Mark's gateway into his YouTube channel. That may have to wait, honestly, because one of the things that we were talking about was, really, well, at least for me, like recommitting to your channel. And
I don't want that to take away from something that you want to do, though.
Well,
but this is what he does, though. Like, he hasn't made a decision yet on his YouTube channel. Like, he likes to talk about it.
Yeah.
But now he's like saying, "Oh, I want to focus on your channel." No, I don't want you to do that. But
we'll figure it out.
Yeah, that's something that he's going to talk to me about off to live.
Yeah. What else? Let's see. I have a feeling I'm going to be reading for at least 2 more years. In a way, it sucks, but at the same time, being able to end the lease and pick up and go. Yeah. Something to be said, once you commit to buying a house and having a mortgage and having a $500 or $1,000 or whatever it is, like, you're kind of stuck.
You're officially adulting at that
point.
Like it's your responsibility, and there's definitely something to be said for the ease. It's more easily to rent. There's just less that you're responsible for than owning a home, for sure.
Right. So, but once the way we're hopefully gonna do it, we'll never owe anybody for our home.
Right. Yeah, we'll
pay cash for everything, and it may take a little bit longer.
3-year plan.
Right. So, but cutting the expenses down a lot, the monthly expenses plus with the smaller space, cutting down on filling it up
you guys,
with stuff.
Yes, that's one thing I'm super sad about. So and I don't know if we've technically made a decision, because this is a decision that we can change at any time, but our Costco membership ends at the end of this month. So we're going tomorrow to Costco, getting some of our favorites and that, but then Mark and I talked about, well, if we're living in an RV, the fridge size is very, very small. Do we really want to sign up again to have a full year?
Right.
So it's going to be like my last time shopping at Costco until we officially buy the fifth wheel and get into it, and then we can make a decision on if we feel like it's beneficial for us to have that Costco membership. So I'm super sad about that.
Maria, fifth wheel it's a trailer.
Pretty much. It's like a home. Yeah.
But so there's a fifth wheel. So there's RV, which has the driving part to it.
Right. So we're getting
there's fifth wheel.
It just doesn't have the driving component to it.
And that's the one that gets pulled behind like a gooseneck behind in a
We're going to bring
truck.
you guys along when we go fifth wheel shopping. Well, we're not going to go fifth wheel shopping until the house is sold, because we need that income to pay for the fifth wheel, because we don't want a monthly mortgage or whatever it's called, payment on that. We want to pay cash for it.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to start looking at them to get an idea and what we're looking for and all of that. So we'll definitely bring you guys along on the vlog channel to show you guys. That way you guys know exactly what we're talking about and the space and all of that. I think it's going to be interesting. Finally, like, looking at them and making a decision on what brand and size and all of that. What?
You want to show that at all? You want to wait?
No, because it's not done yet.
Okay. Just a second.
He's trying to jump the gun on some other changes that we have. Stop that.
You're going to live in a fifth wheel? Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
So,
Yep.
It sounds crazy. It's going to sound crazy to a lot of people as more people start to,
I feel like
to hear about it.
Yeah, I feel like once we start sharing what fifth wheels look like and how we're going to fit our stuff in it, I feel like it'll make sense. You guys hopefully will understand why we chose to do this at this time, and I don't know.
Yeah.
And
Well,
yes, we'll keep the P.O. box.
Keep it.
Yep.
Oh, Mark, leave us hanging.
I know. I can't trust him on the lives to say things.
Yeah.
But we're not ready. We're not ready for that change yet.
So, what else?
There's other things coming. There's other things coming, but not as big. This is the big thing. Everything else is very, very tiny.
It gets overwhelming looking at all of them, at all the trailers, I guess. Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
It'll be good.
I've started though, so I kind of already have an idea of the models that I want to look at. It just depends on, like I said, the pricing, the year, and all of that, how we can fit it into our budget.
Michelle, we want to enjoy it every day, but I think with where we're going to be, like if we were just out in the middle of nowhere with nobody around and stuff, yeah, it might be less enjoyable, but we'll have the opportunity to get out, and I really think it's going to end up being more like we sleep in it.
Right.
Like we'll eat in it, we'll sleep.
And because of the timing, we'll eat outside a lot too.
Yeah.
So.
Was the air conditioning the last straw? Not really. I mean, it wasn't necessarily a straw.
We were already on this road of discussing this, and the air conditioner just like, I don't know, I feel like it just happened because, I mean, it was definitely a factor. Like, we were like, you know what, it was a realization is what it was. We realized that this house does have a lot of the original components to it when it was built in 2004, and things are starting to run down, and we don't necessarily want to spend money that we're trying to save to build on fixing this house up.
So, and I came to you and brought this back up the day that I fixed the dryer.
Yes.
Which was before we had anybody come out and look at the AC.
Right.
So they came out and looked at the AC, and they said, we can replace the motor for $1,000, or we can give you a new system for $8,000. And whatever, like at that point we'd already talked about it. And
regardless, we have to fix the AC. We can't sell a house without no AC. So
not in Texas.
Whether we were moving or not, we would still have to fix the AC. It was definitely a component. I don't know about the last straw because we were on this road anyway.
Right.
It's just once we really started thinking about it and going over pros and cons, and the end of the school year is coming up, that it just everything fell into place. So.
Good night, Nicole.
Good night.
She's out of here. Thank you, Marie.
Thanks. And Michelle, thanks.
And we will not forget to vlog this.
No.
This will be very interesting, I think.
Actually, yeah, I don't even have, so today's Friday, and I post a vlog Monday through Friday. The vlog is obviously going to go up very, very late because we've been like really in this mode of thinking for the past 3 to 4 days because we've been trying to contact everybody, and we just really wanted to get the ball rolling. So we had the realtor come out this morning and take a look at our house and give us little suggestions on things that I need to fix and stuff like that. So I got like no work done today, vlog wise. I didn't do any editing or anything. So
Lane, looking at, I've considered building my own tiny home. My cousin's very handy. Yeah, I mean, there are tons of tiny home YouTube channels and stuff that you can go find, and they look pretty cool done right, so and you just have to, I guess the biggest thing that I've seen on there is like how smart they are with the storage and some of the, like this is my dining room table, and then it's also my office or whatever,
Yeah.
Will your kids be at different schools? They will end up going to a different school district.
Yes.
Different school, which Paige will be would be in a different high school if she goes to high school there. Bryce is the only other one that's affected because the girls aren't in school yet.
Right, the girls aren't in school yet, so they know nothing of what it's like, the school systems and all that. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
So. But yeah. What else?
I don't know. I think that was like the big thing that we just talked about for an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But we're like really excited, and I hope you guys can tell that this isn't something that we're sad about or that we just like we are pushed into doing because the house is falling apart. No, it may seem like that just because of the timing, but
Bye, Cindy.
that's just how things worked out.
Yeah. It hasn't been the right time, but now it seems like it's the right time. And,
Yep.
and you know, just the things that, you know, since we started talking about this a few days ago, in all seriousness, that have kind of worked out. You know, like, we thought internet was going to be an issue. We were going to have to come into Boerne, you know, every day or once a week
For me to continue.
to upload videos and everything. But, like, your dad said he just got a flyer in the mail the other day that there's, you know, fiber internet out there where they live, and it's like, oh,
Yeah,
okay,
it's just,
well, geez.
the timing is just,
yeah,
like,
the timing of it is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Take 90 days to pack.
I
LOL.
know. Yeah, that's going to be the hard part. Like, Mark and I already, once we really decided that this is what we wanted to do, we kind of went through, and I feel like that's also, like, it's spring cleaning. I'm in the midst of doing some deep cleaning and decluttering, and I feel like I'm going to take that opportunity to really go through it, and decide. But it's definitely, that's going to be the hard part for me, is because I don't want to necessarily keep everything, because I know in our new home some of it may not go, and I don't want to store it. I don't want to have to pay more than we need to for a storage unit. Hence, you know, saving is the goal, but it's going to be sad, like, deciding on some of these things to let go, like, you know, the knickknacks and some of the wall art. I'm not going to keep all of it, but yeah, because I have a lot. I mean, we've been here for 8 years. We've definitely made this a home. It is not a house. It is a home, and we have memories in here. Bryce was born. We lived in this house before Bryce was born. The girls were born, lived in this house their whole lives. So it's definitely sad, but it's a really good time and opportunity for us to do it now. I wish we could do another yard sale, but I just don't have it in me. I don't like yard sales. I don't like wasting our whole day. It's not wasting, but I don't like having to spend that much time. It is.
Though, also, I mean, we're out there at 7 o'clock, and we say it's open at 8. And all the big garage sale, you know, buyers are already there, and it's just really frustrating.
So I think we're just going to end up donating a lot. I may sell some of the, like, bigger pieces on, like, a Facebook garage sale group, but we're going to donate. We're just going to donate a lot of it.
Love Paige's room.
I know. Yeah, and that's one thing why, like, we talk to Paige, we talk to each other about, you know, some of the things that we've done to the house, and yes, they feel like fresh and new, but this is just, at the end of the day, what we came down to, and what's going to work. And
I mean,
I'm
a pro at decluttering.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to do it. Every now and then I'll probably ask your opinion, like, okay, I can't decide on this. I could go either way, and he'll probably just be, so
get it out.
He'll be helpful in that way, but
right.
For the most part, I'm going to be the one deciding what to get rid of, because it's mainly, our stuff, but I purchased.
Right. I'm looking around right now, like, all the little knickknacks and stuff. Like, we don't need all that stuff lying around. So you're moving? Where? Why?
Only like 20 minutes away.
Right. We're selling our house
because we have property we want to build on. We want to build our dream home.
Right.
Maybe not our dream home. Our dream home is probably too expensive, but as close to it as we can possibly get.
But we build the home we want. We have enough rooms. We have the rooms that we want.
And laid out how we want.
The kitchen and living room the way that we want it to be and laid out.
And not 2 stories,
and
a 1-story house.
Right, and then we can add on. We could add on later if we needed to, but we could do a pool. We could do other stuff, on the property.
And Linda, that's another thing is why I feel like the timing is now, because the girls are about to start school, and we'd like them to, knowing that this is where we're staying. We have no plans to move out of the state, this area. Once we move, that's where they're going to go to school. I think that would be awesome. I mean, you went to basically the same school, right? Your entire school. I'm a military brat.
I went to kindergarten school, a first grade school,
Say hi.
And then I went from second to graduation in the third school.
Whereas I moved every 5 to 7 years because my parents were both in the Air Force. So I think it'll be nice for the kids to stay in one spot. I felt like I was smushing your legs.
She's got little legs.
Are you tired? You getting sleepy?
You ready to go to bed?
We're going to bring your mattresses down here? You want a mattress surf down the stairs? Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? We're going to let them sleep down here. I don't know if we said that since our AC is out. It's really hot upstairs, so. It says it's a Friday night and it's the weekend. We're gonna
The weekend,
let them
yeah.
sleep in the living room.
Oh yeah, Kristen.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, that's why they're up late. So we're gonna get off like 10 more minutes. Like when we would normally wake them up to go potty, we're just letting them hang out.
yeah.
And you know what? Like kids, no matter how late they go to bed, they're still gonna be up at the crack of dawn.
Oh, the craziest thing though. So the guys that are our realtors, I know them. I worked with them at my first job here in
I'm gonna
San
put you on
Antonio.
this side so everybody can see you better. Here you
My
go.
first job here in San Antonio,
Say hi.
and she's been really talkative, like really like out of her shell the last
She
few days. It's
has
been
been.
crazy. It's been awesome.
Yeah.
But we're talking to him today and just reminiscing and catching up. And he's got twin boys that are 6 months old. And like, these are twins too. And and they don't look alike, so you wouldn't necessarily think it because Pearl's so much bigger.
You're pinching my leg fat.
But then he was like, oh wow, he's like, I'll reach out to you guys for some tips.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you got it. Everything's right here in front of the camera. So if you want to do something, it's
Look,
got to be
do
in
you
front
see
of
your
the camera.
name? Hi, Rose.
Hi, Rose.
Can you say hi, Ginger?
Crystal,
And-
sounds like
and
perfect
Brittany.
timing. It is. I moved from Indianapolis so I kids start high school and graduate from
Yeah.
one high school. Yep.
Goodness.
And I mentioned it earlier, so some people may be getting on here or whatever. I grew up with my grandparents, living with them. I saw them, and then I moved across the creek and lived in a house. I saw them every day for my entire life that I can remember until they passed away. Well, until I moved off and went to college. And it was awesome. And these kids love their grandparents.
Yes, they do.
So we're really excited about that. They're going to get to see them all the time. Maybe not every day.
Right. We
but a
like
lot
like we mentioned
more than
earlier,
they
we
do.
definitely want to, let my parents keep their privacy.
Yeah.
and not disrupt their lives too much. But when we were talking to my
Rose.
mom tonight, she was like, "Okay,
Can you wait?
I feel like, yes, we're gonna see you more, but we should definitely have a mandatory dinner once a week. Like you
Right.
guys have to come over no matter what. You guys have to come over once a week." And I was like, "I think we can manage that.
Yeah. So
I think we
it's,
could do that."
it's going to be fun. And being able to, get, her dad is really super handy.
It's just making faces.
And being able to get out there with him and work on the property and clear it and everything.
Look at them teeth.
Here, you gotta look up, at, just like the other camera.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
camera.
look up there. So back up, and now make your faces. They're so weird.
She's sweaty.
You making the
So
emoji
hot.
face?
Oh, emoji face. Awesome.
So she says, "Rose, you're so goofy." Hi, Rose. I wish my grandbabies would live next door. It's so. I mean, it's gonna be so cool. Like,
Yeah, because I didn't.
Yeah.
My parents being military, I would never lived around other family. We were always off. North Dakota, Italy, Germany, Maryland, Texas, all over. So I'm really, really thankful that my kids get to grow up right next to and have that close relationship with my parents because I think my parents are awesome.
right?
They're good people.
That's
Right.
right.
Do you love Grandma and Grandpa?
Is the town you're moving to a lot smaller town? Yes.
Yes, it is. So it's
So-
got, gosh, how many? I mean, we're going to be in two towns. So the town that we live in is very, very small.
Yeah, less
The-
than 1,000 people.
The
probably.
town that they're going to school in is a little bit bigger, but less than 3,000 because there's not a school in the town that we live in. There's not even a grocery store.
Right. The town that we
Nothing.
live in currently, right now, today, is last
15?
14,000 last time I checked,
14,000?
but it's getting bigger every day, and it's
Yes.
crazy. So,
Uh-huh. And we'll still be close enough to come and participate in the city functions here and shop and all of that stuff. We're not moving like we're super far away from anything, but it is going to be nice to have that property and be a little bit out of the ways.
Right. So Tammy said that they waited for their two girls and then sold their first home, bought 25 acres of wooded land. Spent two years gradually cutting wood to clear a spot, and then 1.5 years to build it.
Yeah, and that's kind of our game plan. 2 years, clear it, start thinking house plans, and then maybe a year to build. So I don't think we're going to mention the towns, right? I mean,
Yeah.
we're in Boerne right now. That's where our PO box. But I think we're gonna keep it to ourselves.
Yeah.
The town where they go to school because they're so small, just for privacy reasons.
Yeah. Rose, what are you doing?
Are.
Thank you, Tammy. My grandsons. I graduated with 26 people.
That's crazy. And whereas, I've always been to big schools,
Yeah.
so it's nice. Thanks, Tammy. Oh, is that what you read? Okay.
Yep. Hi, Kristen.
Hey, Kristen. I'm shaking her. You're so funny.
Yeah. So it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be a lot of work, and probably some ups and downs, but hopefully more ups than downs.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be an adventure. And I don't think we mentioned. I meant to say it earlier. Like one of the first things that we're gonna do once we get it all out there is build a treehouse.
Oh yes.
Bryce is like, I need a treehouse, so we're gonna
that'll
build a treehouse.
That'll happen this year for sure.
Right.
So hopefully by the end of the summer, if not earlier, as soon
Nothing
as we
extravagant,
can.
but
Right. Yeah.
Madison says she had 501 in her graduating class.
That was about
barely,
the size of mine. It was
I barely
really
had
big.
more than 500 people in my town.
That's crazy.
High curve appeal.
You're like pulling my shirt off. Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah. Got 209 people who had several thousand. My niece had over 1,000. Yeah,
That's
so
crazy.
yeah, too many people.
Yes.
Night, guys. Bye, Brittany.
Yeah, we're about to get ready for bed too. Well, not bed. I still have to add an upload, but these ones are going to sleep.
Kristen, I missed. No, we're not. I missed it. Are y'all
Yes, you
building
are.
a house? We are building a house eventually, but
like 2-3 years.
yeah. But the first
Okay,
thing is going to
go.
be to sell this
Is that what you
house,
said? Let me go. Okay.
buy a fifth wheel, move out to her parents' property, and then over the next 3 years, hopefully that's how long it can before we move in.
Yes.
Build a house. Now, I think by the end of the second year, we could maybe, depending on how much money we've saved up between moving out there and the end of the second year, like maybe have a dried-in house where we could live in it from time to time. When the weather permitting.
Yeah, weather permitting.
So we'll see.
Hey, Nicole.
See how it goes.
Yeah. So it's exciting. So just it is going to be a lot of work. I feel like the next couple months ish.
Yeah. But all for a good cause.
Yeah, and like this is our first home. I've never owned a home before this, so it being on the market, I'm gonna have to like load everybody up and the animals when somebody wants to come look at it. So I hope that part of it isn't too long.
Right.
That it doesn't take a whole lot to get somebody to fall in love with this house. Like I fell in love with this house. And it looked completely different the first time I saw it because I saw the potential. We only had Paige at that point, and we were pregnant with Bryce, and I saw the potential in the extra room, which was originally a guest room before the girls were born. And I'm hoping somebody else comes fairly quickly and falls in love with it. Because, like I said, I mean, this house has a lot of memories for us. It was a lot of our first happened in this house. So.
Right. Kristen, yeah, fifth wheel is a trailer. So if you ever see like a big dually truck or something pulling it, and it's the gooseneck style versus
I don't know how well I can show a picture.
Bumper pull. Bumper pulls are a lot smaller. I think it's called a pull behind.
I mean, what I call a fifth wheel is an RV without the driving components, without the front seat and the engine and all of that. I don't remember where I saved it.
Excuse me. Tammy said that where they built their house was Robbie and his dad's hunting territory, so it was lots of wonderful memories. They filled us with joy after losing Robbie. Awesome. Very cool.
No, I don't have one saved. I was just looking at them. I thought I might have saved a picture of one, but I didn't. But we'll definitely be sharing it on the vlog. Hopefully, I don't know about next week, maybe next weekend. It just depends on when we can get out and start looking at RVs and fifth wheels and really get an idea of what we are looking for buying.
Kristen, fifth wheel with dogs. Our dogs will definitely become more outside-oriented dogs, but
I don't know.
They'll be in the RV. They'll be in the fifth wheel.
All they do is lay down.
Yeah.
They're
night.
Yeah.
If it's really hot outside or it's really cold outside, they'll come in. Bella's is spoiled. Like
yes.
It's like 72 degrees outside.
They are spoiled.
She's been outside for 8 minutes.
Yes. So I really don't. I don't see them having like a huge adjustment period. I feel like they're going to be curious. They're going to sniff everything. They're going to find their spot wherever we figure out where to put their beds, and that's going to be that. They're going to be like, okay, this is my bed now. This is where I sleep and all of that. So
right. So only one cat, Linda. Streets will be out of here in a week or so, maybe.
Yeah, about 2 weeks.
Your parents home with a GoPro.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we forgot about that.
Oh, you'll see your mom tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah, so he's gonna.
Yeah, because we were just fostering Streets. We weren't sure how long. We originally were only gonna have him for 3 months, and obviously it's been longer than that. But he's finally going somewhere else, which I guess is also good timing. That's good timing.
Yeah. Well, guys, It's like 10 o'clock.
Oh, yeah? We got to call it. Our alarms are about to go off, although
Yep.
the kids are still awake.
Where's mine? Ooh,
So.
mine's not anywhere near where I can get to it.
Uh-oh.
So it's
That
going to
means
be
it's gonna
going off.
annoying.
There it
There
goes.
it goes. And there goes mine. That's funny.
That is funny.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out. I feel like we totally dominated this live stream, though. Like, there wasn't a ton
Sorry.
of talking about other things, but we're excited. I hope you guys are excited for us. And always, if you guys have anything specific that you want to see or have more like background information from me on as we go into this process and new, like, I don't know, call it way of life, I guess, right? Just always let me know, because I'm always open to sharing as much as we feel comfortable with. Let's just say that. So thanks for hanging out. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend, and you guys will see grocery haul tomorrow, which I prepped for the entire month of April, because I feel like the rest of this month is going to be super busy getting the house ready to go on the market and cleaning and decluttering. So I wanted to have all the groceries dealt with. So you guys will see that tomorrow. And other than that, good night.
Good night, guys.
I hear your phone.